What's going on, everybody? Lousy Kids movie reviews in the house. You got your host, as always, Dylan Perry. And as my two guests, surprisingly, I got Troy Felton. What's going on, Troy?
What's going on?
And as my second guest, I got Brett the Hitman Hoffman. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Chilling.
A little less clap, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's what most people do.
Oh, Brett.
So today we're talking about Avengers Endgame. The biggest movie in the world, and that is not even an over-exaggeration.
1.2
billion worldwide.
Opening
350 mil opening weekend.
Only in the U.S.
Biggest, domestic box office, 350 million. Biggest opening ever for a movie. Beat its own record. Well, Marvel beat its own record by almost 100 mil. Absolute madness. I saw it Thursday right when it came out. We're recording this.
a week after.
Friday after.
I saw it on the Monday after it came out.
And Brett just saw it today.
Saw it today.
Man.
What's today, May 2nd?
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
the
know
third.
what
The
day
third.
Is it third?
Today's the third, yeah. Today's the third, yeah.
So, I honestly got some hot takes, but I want to start with Brett. Brett, just coming out of the movie, how do you feel?
I feel like, out of all the movies I've ever seen in my entire life, I feel like it's the best movie I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Just because, I know.
That's saying something.
I know.
That's saying something.
That's
But
bold.
it's not just because, like,
It
of
isn't
what
no
it is.
Empire
It's just
Strikes
because-
Back.
It's just because of...
Hey, well, we'll save that
It's
conversation
a
for a
different
different
conversation.
It's just because it's the end of everything. Like,
End
this
of
is,
No,
the
it's not the
saga.
end of everything.
this is the end of the Avengers.
It's the end
It's
of
the end of
It's the end of the first...
No, but it's never going to be the same.
What's the word? I don't know.
I
First
don't even
arc.
era. I feel like
Era, that's the word. Thank you.
I remember.
Nah, but there's no.
I remember
there's not
sitting
gonna
with
be a
Colby
Robert
Balsano,
Downey
Michael
Jr.
Giacovides, sitting in this line around Edwards Theater in Ontario Mills, ridiculously long line to see the first Avengers. So it is crazy coming back and seeing all this shit come to an end.
Yeah, dude. You get to see everything come together in one collaborative process.
Oh,
It's so sick.
before I get the Troy's take, spoilers everywhere.
Yeah.
Full
Spoiler alert, for sure.
everything spoilers.
I
So
give
if
it
you-
a week.
If you
so-
somehow haven't seen it yet,
Yeah, for real.
you honestly probably don't even matter because
No,
Fact.
you, honestly-
you probably don't
you probably
give a
just
shit.
don't care.
Yeah, you honestly probably don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I
exactly.
wanted to see it on Monday by myself, but I was like, I can't go to the movies by myself.
Dude, it's crazy. I had stagecoach
for
that
this-
weekend.
For that movie, yeah, you can.
Dude, no, I was really contemplating it. Like at 11 a.m., I was like, I should
Dude,
really see this.
trust me, if I didn't have someone to go with, I would have went by myself.
Dude, it's crazy.
Fuck.
AMC stayed open 24 hours.
Oh, for
this
like 3
shit,
days,
dude.
3 days straight.
Ridiculous. Saw it with the stagecoach that day. That's how dedicated me and Anthony were to go see this damn movie.
Dude.
But Troy,
I wish I
you
coulda
saw
saw
it
it.
second best, second most recent
Yeah.
takes. Quick takes. We'll
I thought it was
deep dive.
I thought it was pretty good, man. There were some things they could have probably improved on, but
I mean,
overall,
that's every movie.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, overall, I think it was pretty freaking good. Yeah.
So now we get to my take.
Oh yeah.
Leaving the
I've
theater.
heard
Backpack
he's
off
got a
of that.
little things to say.
We'll backpack off of his.
So, I left the theater on that Thursday right when it came out. Hyped, bummed, the most mixed ball of emotions, like an emo 7th grader. Most mix on emotions ever. Just, I had a blast. Can't believe Iron Man died. I come out of the theater Thursday night, all the hype. Feeling so good. I leave and I'm like, wow, what I just experienced. Spoilers, like I said earlier. Spoilers. Iron Man dies. I have the theater. Feeling pretty content, having a good time. But throughout the week, I'm sitting on it. And Brett, I understand you don't have this experience yet. But
Yeah.
I'm sitting on this movie. And I like to think of myself as a very minor critic. Very minor, specifically. Very
You're a
minor.
big critic.
But I'm leaving, and I got the arcs of our main heroes did not pull through in any way, shape, or form except Captain America's,
Dude,
and I'm pissed.
he pulled through. As far as I'm concerned, that's America's ass.
Damn.
That part was awesome.
Damn.
That's America's
is-
ass.
That is America's ass.
I thought I was America's ass, but then I saw that one. I was like, God damn. But, so, Thor, for example,
Big old
I was
the
most mad
dude.
about because
The dude.
I understand your first two movies don't hit, so you change the tone of your third movie to Thor being kind of a happy-go-lucky guy. But his whole arc throughout these three movies, not three movies, his own three movies, and
Right.
just all MCU,
Roller coaster.
has been, am I the king of Asgard? Am I worthy of the king of Asgard? Do I have what it takes to be the king of Asgard? And
Isn't
he
that
really,
kinda his whole thing though?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the whole thing. Am I worthy of the king of Asgard?
He's questioning himself on whether he's
Right.
worthy
And-
Does he
or
do
not.
that in the comic books though?
Uh,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, the comic books they fucking went. They
You
took
can go
beats
all-
from
you can go all
the
day
comic
about-
books, but it's a
You can
totally
go
different
all day
argument.
about comics, but just talking
Oh,
MCU. Is,
Yeah.
And the movies, his whole character arc has been that, and they really, honestly, bitched out.
They did.
Nah,
They
I mean,
said-
I can agree with
said-
that.
You know what? I'm Thor. I don't have the balls to do it.
Yeah.
Valkyrie, you got
I just hit leg day. Gosh, darn.
Valkyrie, you got this. Totally ditched Thor's whole plot arc.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't like
The same
that
thing with
either.
Iron Man. Iron Man's whole thing in his first movie was, am I a hero or am I a playboy? Figure that out, he's a hero.
Same thing is.
Let
Kinda
me
in-
finish.
All right.
His whole rest of his character arc between the whole MCU has been, when do I give up being a hero for my life? And they hinted at it with the kid and everything, and that's when I knew he was gonna die, when they showed his family and everything. But I feel like Iron Man should be the one that says, hey, in the end, hey, I'm out of here. It's been a hell of a ride. I survived. Goodbye. And the thing that's hard, because I honestly thought Captain America should die, but Captain America's the only character in entire Endgame. Name me any character. He's the only one that had a proper ending. That worked
yeah.
good.
I agree
He's
with that.
dancing with Peggy in the end.
Yep,
Honestly,
I agree
the
with
only
that.
character in the entire movie that actually had a solid ending.
Scarlett Johansson. I mean, she.
Oh,
That was a good one, too.
that scene was absolutely killed.
It was.
Because they played the, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, but
Like, dude, they should have had Hawkeye in her head. The scene just. Hawkeye said, "I've done a lot of bad things. I've killed a lot of people. I should die."
like that's the best part of it.
Let me finish here.
I thought
Have
I thought you were
Hawkeye
done.
say-
I thought you were done.
You know, I fucked up. It's my time to go. Have him start running. Have the shot looking at him, and then have Black Widow one time hit him with something, pull him back, and then have her kill herself. Not this eeny, meeny, miny, mo death they had. Totally killed the scene, dude. And by the time Black Widow killed herself, it was like, oh, it was her. It was it honestly really killed the scene for me.
Right.
And
No,
that was one of
I-
my favorite scenes for the whole movie. Because Black Widow's a
Yeah.
character, I felt it in the very beginning when they were all on that hologram.
Right.
I felt that Black Widow was going to be a focus, and I was really vibing with it. Because Scarlett Johansson is one of the best actresses in the game right now, and she has been underutilized. But
Yeah, I wondered that when they first went back in time and they went to, what was the planet Vormir?
for me,
Yeah, they had to go back to Vormir, so I was like, man, how are they gonna who are they gonna sacrifice? You know, because that's the only way they can get the
Oh,
stone.
yeah.
So I was
They
like,
didn't know that,
man,
though. Did they know that? They didn't know that, right?
nah.
they didn't know
Then they
that.
were
when
like-
they
But
first
we
got,
did.
yeah,
At least you
exactly,
should've.
yeah.
Yeah. Should have did
When
that
they
research.
when they first got there, they fucking, yeah, they didn't know. Red Skull.
But just the movie sitting on me in general, like coming out of it, I absolutely loved it. But as an individual movie, it struggles to stand on its own legs. Which I understand.
Well, you could say that
I
about a
have
lot of
lo-
movies.
I have
You
a
could
lot
say
of-
that about Avengers. You could say that about. You could even say that about Star Wars. You can't watch all the fucking other movies without.
Oh, that's false. But like what I was saying was that movie it doesn't stand on its own, but I respect the Russo brothers and Kevin Feige, who's directed all this. I don't even know if a lot of people watching this even know his name.
Yeah.
But the guy who's really directed all this and put it all together, his vision has been ridiculous. And the amount of... I don't even know the right word. Not even pride. Like, confidence they had to rely in their core audience to see this movie. Because
it showed.
You get an 80-year-old man to watch this movie and be like, what the fuck?
Right.
But this movie, it brings it all together. Oh, I got a burp. Brings it all together really well. But I just have such a problem with the way they did Iron Man, especially. Because I honestly can give a shit about Thor, because those first two movies, in my opinion, are really ass.
True.
Ragnarok is good.
Right,
but
exactly. Ragnarok
Thor
is
and Thor the
Dark
Dark World are dog shit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I also didn't like the way they did Hulk. But I mean,
What?
with Hulk, it's different because they've really
Hulk,
tied down
literally
Hulk.
in the last two movies, Infinity War and Endgame, didn't do jack shit.
But
did
see, that's the
everything.
thing. You have to bring Hulk back from the comic books a little bit, which is hard especially for me.
Right.
Like, his Hulk is OP as fuck and does whatever the fuck he wants. But with
Sorry.
in the movies, they've really toned him down a lot, so it's hard to keep track. Because Infinity War, you're like, bro, you're not knocking out Hulk. You're knocking out Hulk for 5 seconds, and he's getting back more pissed and gonna fuck you up more.
Right.
No, but
So you have to tone it back for the movies, but then that's the respect you have to pay for the movies and the comics. It's based on the comics. It's not the comic book.
in the comics, what happened was that Bruce Banner mixed the two, so he was smart and he was strong.
Yeah, but
Professor
Professor Hulk is the second most overpowered Hulk ever.
And then that's what people thought
Next
that
to
was
which?
gonna be.
Next
Which
to
I
which
do
version?
give respect to Twitter for.
I wanted a
I give
1v1
you respect to
versus
Twitter
Hulk
for
versus
once.
Thanos.
You said,
I wanted
you
a
said
1v1.
Professor Hulk is the second strongest version. What's
Red
what's
Hulk,
the first?
I think, right?
Red Hulk is
World Destroyer Hulk.
Red Hulk is a completely different person.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Fact.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. You guys
World,
gotta educate
World
me on these
Destroyer
things.
Hulk.
So there's
World Destroyer Hulk can beat anybody.
Isn't
He's
in the
strongest
comics? Isn't in the comics Red Hulk is
Over intergalactic beings?
What's that?
No way.
Because he can't.
Alright,
World
fuck you guys.
Destroyer Hulk or being tentacle can't be killed. I mean, Hulk in general can't be killed. But. Because you kill
Go
him,
ahead, bro.
he's like Doomsday in DC. You can't kill him.
He just keeps coming back with with the ability to
Except with
fuck
Doomsday comes back.
with the immunity of whatever got killed.
Yeah,
by.
and then Hulk just comes back more mad. So you can't kill him with what he did.
Right.
It's like Corey. All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
What were you
our buddy Corey's in the room. Everyone.
You guys know Corey.
saying?
The viewers know Corey.
Amanda is also in the room. She can go fuck herself though.
Oh, whoa. All right, let's all relax on that.
I was
What were
only
you saying,
kidding.
What were you saying?
Kidding.
I was kidding.
What were you saying?
I don't know.
Oh, all right.
Hey, boys
But-
and girls.
Does anyone else anything to say?
You didn't speak it to the pop filter.
Anything, Troy? What is the thing you most disliked about the movie? What did you leave the movie and were unsatisfied of?
It was pretty slow in the beginning. Gotta be honest.
So my argument to you there was, I feel it was slow at the beginning for sure.
But I can understand why
But
it was slow. at the
it
beginning.
had to be.
Exactly. I can
Like
understand
half
why.
the population just got killed out. And I honestly feel like that vibe got killed because you really feel it, especially with Captain America. And just for the viewers, I hate Captain America.
What?
Hate Captain America. Hate his character in the comic books.
I have
hate
to.
him.
I could agree with that, but after this movie,
The coolest fight scene was with Captain America.
I hate Captain America. One of the best scenes of the movie is him in his talk group
Yeah.
Right.
talking
His
about
anger.
the
And
recovery
Joe,
and everything.
and Joe Russo is
'cause it
playing
really-
a cameo.
It really
I
brought
don't
it
know.
down.
I don't know if you noticed that,
Yeah.
but Joe Russo is playing a cameo in that.
But it really brought it down to earth and like what that shit would actually be like. And I feel like you had to spend at least an hour, 45 minutes to an hour on that of just fuck. Half the planet is wiped out right now.
Yeah. What I
So
want
I
to see,
like it. I love that part.
what I wanted to see
Yeah.
from the movie is I want to see one Less of Hawkeye because Hawkeye don't do shit.
Fuck you mean coming back as Ronin, dog?
Bro.
He was fucking
Hey,
shit.
he don't
up.
do
I
nothing.
wish they pulled the trigger on the Ronin story.
Facts.
I wish they did.
Facts.
Bro.
For the viewers.
And 2, I want to see more of Groot and more of Drax.
Well, they came
But
in at
that
the
was the
end. They
point.
couldn't really
Yeah, but
do it.
they got 2 lines.
Quick shot. I wish they did. I really
Drax
wish they
didn't
did
get a
more
line.
with the Ronin shit. Because that's such an interesting comic book storyline. I wish they would have done more with that.
Drax
And
only got
second
to
of all-
scream. And he got
Well,
one.
that was the whole point of that movie was to focus on our hardcore Avengers, which I really appreciated.
But like Guardians of the Galaxy, I know they're not Avengers typically, but like they're probably.
But the
some of
whole
the
point
best
was
in
to
the
focus on
Marvel Cinematic
Hulk,
Universe.
Black Widow, Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, and Hawkeye.
The mains.
The original Avengers. That was the whole point of the movie.
Yeah.
Because the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to carry on. They're going to be the new Avengers.
Yeah, there's
Air
a third.
quotes.
There's a third Guardians coming out.
Were you guys shocked that in the very beginning when Thanos got his head chopped off?
No.
I was like,
Joey
whoa.
and I looked at each other and we're just like, what the fuck? But it's true. It's like he doesn't stand a chance against the Avengers without the stones. He doesn't stand a chance. That's another big problem with the movie I didn't even bring up earlier.
But I
Like
think
you can't him with all 6 stones struggled against Captain America, Thor, and Scarlet Witch. But he beat the 3 strongest Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor, with no stones.
Yeah.
That's not a
Dude,
thing.
That was also
That's
back-
not a thing.
Gosh.
That's ridiculous.
he was also in his
With his armor.
in Infinity War. He wasn't in his like fighting war.
But he
type
had 6
attitude.
stones. With 1 stone, he should be the strongest being in the galaxy.
And he was.
Bro,
And
yeah, but
they
struggled
portrayed
with
him as
none. He struggled. With all 6, it should have been a breeze. There's an
That-
inconsistency between the movies they got to figure out.
When he
Thanos
got, but
is
when he
so
got the
beast, bro.
sixth, or actually when he appeared on what's it called, Wakanda in Infinity War with 5, like he was fucking people up with 5.
Dude,
But
all you
then-
need is the Power Stone, and he should be able to
And
beat anybody.
He was fucking people up, but
That's why Thor beat him. That's what Captain
But I
America
know
held
when
him
he
back.
got the 6th one, he wasn't expecting an attack. He thought he fucked everyone up. Like he killed or didn't kill, but like everyone was out. And
That's
then-
one thing I will appreciate in Infinity War. When he has the Power Stone and he gets the Tesseract, he really steps back and he takes his armor off because he knows he can't
Yeah.
be beat.
Right.
But with all 6, or with all 5, because he didn't have the Mind Stone yet,
Well, in
he
the
should be beat in
in
general.
the comics, is Stormbreaker stronger than?
I
the
couldn't
stones?
tell you.
Yeah, I
I'm more of a
couldn't tell you
DC comic guy. Talk
Yeah.
DC comics all you want, I got you. But
Yeah,
Marvel,
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
I got brief
Dude.
Marvel comic knowledge.
all right, so Captain Marvel came in about a couple months ago, right?
Oh, don't even get me started on
Alright,
that
alright.
shit, dude. Oh
But-
my god.
It really tests
Dude, I'm
how
really-
powerful Thanos is, like just without anything. Because
No, for sure.
Captain Marvel went to go.
Well, if
fade
you
his
if you
ass.
look back at Infinity War, like when he fucking fucked up the Hulk, I understand. Like Hulk shouldn't have got like knocked out at that
No,
Right,
point.
was
He
yeah.
should have got
that
should've
really
just got, like,
that
more
toned it
pissed.
down, yeah.
like a. But
Yeah.
in their storyline, I can like that just shows how powerful Thanos is because he wasn't using the Power Stone when he was fighting Hulk. He
Right.
just
but
fucked him up.
when he fought Captain Marvel, though, she like came down, ran through that ship and everything, and then he messed her up too.
I hate Captain.
So-
I
so-
Nah,
hate. I
she
hate.
took that headbutt like
I
a
hate
champ.
Captain
but he still
Marvel.
threw
I
her
hate
ass.
Captain Marvel's character. It's fucking stupid.
Oh, me too.
But when
I-
when Thanos headbutted her, and like she
She
just didn't
didn't even
move, that
react.
was sick.
Yeah, that
I
was sick.
don't like her haircut.
My
Facts.
the dyke on a
Facts.
bike haircut.
Yeah.
Hey, watch yourself. You're gonna get some shit
Oh,
for
don't
that.
But
get me
my
started
big
on that one,
thing,
bro.
like, I hate you have a movie so focused on your 5 or 6 Avengers,
Yeah,
and your big savior was Captain Marvel.
yeah.
that was
We
my
brought
big
her in a couple
problem.
months ago.
I
Like
honestly,
I understand
it's
she's
cra-
powerful as fuck, but
It was low-key cringe, the all-women moment. But, like,
Oh,
I
I'll
agree.
respect
Hey,
it.
I agree.
I'll respect it.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
I agree.
Like,
I
you can say,
looked-
why are they all there at the same
My-
time? You can respect it.
my brother was next
But
to
they're
me.
all
Like
bomb.
my brother was
all
next to me.
hot.
Like when we were
That's all
watching
you
that,
care
and
about, huh, Brett?
when that scene happened, the feminine or what is it?
Women empowerment
Women
moment.
power movement.
Did you
Let's
look
call
at your
it
brother
that.
the same way I did mine?
Yeah.
we
Oh
all-
yeah. I looked
we-
at it.
Me
and I
and
was
Joey
like,
went, women empowerment.
yeah, yeah.
No, me and my brother
Yeah.
went like this.
That
I
was
was like-
cringe. Like,
I was like,
get-
it's 2019. They have to.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's cringe.
She saved her own
It's
ass,
cringe,
really.
but it's chill. But the
it's
Captain
chill. It was
America-
fine.
or
It was
Captain
fine.
America, Captain Marvel
It was
moment,
fine.
like you really introduce a character 2 months before this movie comes out, and she's the savior.
Yeah.
Like, why?
They kind of need her though. Dude, that's
But like,
really.
why?
Not
You-
really.
Why
Yeah,
introduce
no,
her
like-
now?
Right.
Well, because she got other planets to save.
But like, dude, there
That's
was
her
so.
job, man.
Yeah,
You
if
have-
you guys
you
will
have
excuse
such-
me, I gotta break the seal real quick.
She's a Marvel Superman.
All right, we're back from our quick piss break from our conversation, but we're just gonna wrap it up with favorite moment and closing thoughts. Troy, favorite moment of the movie.
Not my favorite moment, but one of my favorite moments
Go
was
through them all. No one gives a no one gives a shit. Just go
That
through
the
them all.
scene with in the very beginning, the scene with Nebula and Stark on the Benatar. They're playing the football, and that just shows how good of a scene that was. Freaking Nebula
finally hearing
she won, or like you notice like when she first does the flick, she misses and
gets fucking
she
pissed.
reacts like she's about to get like in trouble or something,
Yeah.
and Stark is just like, it's okay, just try again, and like she finally like she ends up winning, and Stark is like, you see, you won, and she's never experienced that before, and I just thought that was a really good scene.
Quick thing. I hate how Nebula talks.
I can
I
agree.
feel that.
I
Makes me
feel
cry.
that.
I feel that.
Yeah.
She's always like, it's always that in that tone.
But that's,
Everything.
she's so intense for a reason.
That doesn't make sense though. Like she'll make
Why?
a joke and
Because
she's
she's
like,
been if she's ever fucked up, she's been tortured.
Also, yeah, and also
"Well,
like
get over it."
What do you mean get over it? It's not something you can just get over.
and when they're
I
fighting
know, I
Thanos
just-
in the beginning, another scene with hers, like she tells everyone Thanos isn't a liar, and like she proves that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I
Brett,
just.
favorite moment.
All right, favorite moment is it's gonna be.
Hang on. Let me say my favorite moment real quick.
Oh.
Gotta say, it was probably for a lot of people like when Cap wielded Mjolnir
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
true.
and
Beat his ass.
beat his ass. But the only thing about that, like Dylan, you didn't mention on the podcast, you mentioned it earlier. He wielded the lightning, which was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make any sense. Like,
Yeah,
How
'cause
does he?
I was
wield the
thinking,
lightning?
does that make him the fucking god of thunder
Well, I
now?
think-
No,
I think-
like
I think-
exactly.
sense.
That's
I
why.
think the
That's
hammer
why I was.
attracts the lightning.
But still,
like, yeah,
no,
that still doesn't
it's
make any sense.
it's no
but the
because
hammer is what.
no because if you
you
look
just
back
have to
if you
be-
look back at Thor Ragnarok, his Thor's dad explains.
that he's just a god of thunder.
No, he's like his hammer was never
It was just to channel
his
it.
source. Exactly, it was just to channel it. So that
Right.
means Thor was the only person that could channel it,
Yeah.
or should be the only person
But
that could channel it.
maybe Thor's behind the
No,
scenes,
no.
channeling lightning into.
No.
I mean, you can
His
do
hammer.
that deep.
You could say that, but it's probably not what they were.
Nah, he got
going
kicked
for.
I'm
in the face.
surprised
He got knocked the
that,
fuck
that
out.
was your top moment. What is your top moment, Brett?
It's gonna be corny, but when Cap, right after that moment when he fought Thanos and he got his ass beat, and Thanos broke his shield and everything, and then
Everyone
Black
appears.
Panther was like, Cap.
No.
on your
That
left.
wasn't
That
Black
was
Panther.
Black
That was
Panther.
Falcon. He called in and was like,
Are you sure?
Cap. Yeah, Cap. Copy. And
Was
No,
it
To your-
Falcon?
then he said,
it was
on your
Falcon.
left.
It was Falcon.
No,
Yeah.
and he said
It
on
was
your
either
left.
Falcon or War Machine. It was Falcon or War Machine.
No, but
I'm pretty sure it was
he
Falcon
said,
though.
Yeah.
He
No,
said Cap copy
Yeah,
and
then
said
he
to your
on
left, or on your left.
On
yeah.
your left, and then
Black
came
Panther
out.
appeared. Yeah.
So where were they at?
Remember they got snapped out. They got wiped out during the snap,
Where
and
were
they
they at right then?
Wakanda. That's where they got snapped
Oh.
out.
They
remember
were all
in
gone.
Infinity War.
Oh,
And then
okay.
Doctor
And then-
Strange
Sure.
brought
And
them
then
all
the
back.
Guardians like Drax,
Oh, all right, yeah.
Mantis, Star Lord,
Yeah,
they all
that-
came back
that part
from
See,
was
that
Titan.
was my favorite moment.
Right, yeah,
I've-
for sure.
I've
yeah,
cried
that was a good
during-
one.
Everyone.
That
I've
was a
cried
good
during
one.
2 movies. Star Wars: The Force Awakens, which if you know me,
It's 'cause
you,
like
you understand
freaking
why.
Ray.
Yeah,
Rel, whatever.
for those who don't
Ray.
know Dylan, he's probably one of the biggest Star Wars fans I've ever met.
They'll find out in September when
Yeah.
Star Wars hype's in full effect.
I will not be on that podcast. I do not. I don't know.
But I love Star Wars, and when it came back, cried. And this movie, Sing Street, I almost cry every time I watch it because it's my favorite movie on earth. But I was awfully close when everyone starts coming back because it's just one of
Yeah.
those feel good moments.
Spider-Man.
No,
That was pretty
Did you guys
fucking
see?
great.
All right, this is just a question for another podcast. Did you guys see Into the Spider-Verse?
I did not.
What?
favorite
I
movie
shoulda-
of 2018.
I heard it was so fucking.
favorite movie of 2018.
I heard it was so fucking good, bro.
Just beat it. I don't want to sound like that guy.
We'll leave him on that cliffhanger.
Nah, you can spoil it. I don't. It's
Well,
okay.
just because
No, not
it's,
you, just
since
the
I'm such a
audience.
comic book reader, I loved it. Loved the
Yeah, it was
animation,
tight,
but
yeah.
that's another thing.
I love comic book.
Yeah, I heard it.
So,
I heard
hey,
it was
on
really
a
good.
grading scale, what do you give it?
In the 90s for sure. If it were going out of 100.
Well,
probably.
I mean, I was going off a B to like a
Like a school grading scale.
yeah, like you're in high school again, which you
Probably.
barely attended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Graduated, didn't I? I'd probably give it a solid 9, if not 9.5. It's pretty good.
Still wasn't what I was looking for, but sick. All right,
Let's go out of 10. Fine, an A or an A minus.
A.
A minus
that's
to
what I'm
A.
looking for.
Is that better?
Yeah,
There
A
you
to
go.
A minus.
I don't know. Because my favorite movie of all time
Oh,
is
God.
I Am Legend.
That's a
weird
That's
take.
an odd pull.
Dude,
Well,
Will
just
Smith.
give your rating. No one's giving a shit. What's your
All
rating?
right, but
Who
I
gives a
I
shit
gotta
about
base
I
it.
Am Legend?
No, you don't have to base shit. Just
All right.
what is your rating?
I'll give it a solid A minus.
Okay.
I'm giving it a B.
Okay.
What?
Not even
Not
a
even
B.
a-
Not
not
even a
even
B
90?
plus. Not even a B plus. Just a
No.
solid B.
Give
I
us
liked
your
it.
take
I
on
liked
why.
Infinity War better.
Really?
I
I
just thought there was a lot of.
I can agree with that.
I
Infinity War
liked
was one of the
Infinity War way better.
greatest fucking movies
No.
I've
I
ever
walked.
seen.
I walked
man.
out of Endgame more happy and like, fuck yeah. But Endgame, when it sat on me, I liked it more. And as I'm sitting on Endgame, I haven't seen it twice, which I'm hearing is a big thing. But
Right.
as I'm seeing it, I'm liking it less and less as they go along. So, Infinity War, I love. I'd give that an A,
Nah, but
A minus. But I'm giving Endgame a solid B.
in Endgame, they tied everything together. That part where Hulk was talking to Sorcerer Supreme, and she
Yeah.
was like,
That
maybe
that
I
was
That
one
was
of
a
my
good-
top
that-
3 scenes.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
was
yeah,
good.
for sure. And
sure.
then you were like, oh, Doctor Strange was right.
Well, yeah,
and then it all
she's
happened.
like, Mr. Strange is supposed to be the best of us all, and
Yeah.
it really
exactly,
shines light
yeah.
on.
That part
It
was
shines.
probably
It's crazy
the
because it
best part of
shines
the
light
movie.
on Doctor Strange, the movie,
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
which is crazy. But
That's why.
And like
it's-
when they first get there, or Hulk when he gets there, he's like, we're looking for Doctor Strange or whatever, and you're like
Give me that.
you're 5 years early.
yeah,
Like she's able to look
Yeah, she
into the
knows.
she
future.
knows. She knows
Yeah.
that she's supposed to die.
But the thing, like, she can't see past her death, and she dies in what was it, like 2017 or something?
I
And
don't know.
that's when
That was
I think that
2016, 15?
whatever it
Doctor
was,
Strange. Nah,
whatever. She said you're about 5 years too early, and they went back in
that's the
2012.
craziest bit.
So
I
yeah,
was like, oh yeah, go talk to her. She knows everything.
right.
Why
But,
don't
like,
you go talk
she
to her
can't-
for the whole beginning?
She can't see past her death, and the shit after
Oh, for real?
Infinity
Oh, that
War
makes sense, yeah.
is like
You don't think
all
she,
Doctor
she
Strange
can't
shit.
mind travel past that
Nah, she can't. She said that she's
in Doctor
she said
Strange
that.
or in Endgame? Or
She said
Doctor-
that in Doctor Strange, like when she finally does die, like she's in her what is it what is that?
I don't remember.
Her
it's the
astral form.
yeah,
Her astral form, exactly. When she's in her
surprised
astral form
Brad
about
pulled that.
yeah.
Yeah, I love Doctor Strange.
When she's in her astral form talking to Doctor Strange, she mentions like, I've never been able to see past this part of my, like every part of my future or whatever that I've looked into, this has been the end of it. So,
Doctor Strange is one of the most gangster characters in.
oh, for
Avengers
sure.
ever.
Gangster. That's
Like-
such a
like, he'll come
stupid
in
word
and
to
he'll
describe
just-
Doctor Strange.
He'll just like raise these purple beams and shit, and he'll like
Purple? Those are orange, big butt.
there's
Big
purple in the movie.
Purple?
Yeah,
What
he
movie
raised
did
those,
you go
those
see?
5 purple beams on those guys in the whole war in the Endgame.
I think you're thinking of a different person.
I saw it today.
I honestly don't know what the fuck you're talking
I
about.
saw
Yeah,
it
me
today.
neither.
He came in and he raised those 5 purple beams, and there I was like, damn, this fool's got powers.
Do you know what he's talking
Alright. I got no idea what you're talking about.
I have no idea
Brett's
what the
excited.
fuck you're talking about. I'm
Troy's
excited.
excited. We're all feeling the post Avengers Endgame hype. What'd you say? A minus.
Yeah,
A minus.
A minus.
'Cause
We got
Avengers
2
is
A
the best.
minuses. We got a B.
that's a solid rating.
Thank
out
you guys
District
all
9.
for tuning in to Lousy Kids movie reviews. Excited for this to be our first one. Hope everyone has a stellar rest of their day. Thank you for joining us. We'll talk to you guys in the next one.
See ya.